Walk around family, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna walk around a 2024 Honda Accord EXL Canyon River Blue with black interior. Now the lineup for Accords for 2024, LX is your base model, EX is the model right above that. Those two are not hybrid, 1.5 turbo gas engine only. Then you go up to the Sport, which is hybrid only, the EXL, which is this guy, which is hybrid only, Sport L, which is hybrid only, and the Touring, which is also a hybrid only. So taking a look at the EXL, so technically the Sport L and the EXL is very similar, but the looks of the Sport L, of course, is a lot more sportier and aggressive than the EXL. And the EXL, in my opinion, have a little bit more features than the Sport L, even though technically the Sport L costs a little bit more than this guy. So it's an interesting lineup because the EXL is an upgrade, I believe, from an EX, and the Sport L is an upgrade from a Sport, which is why they're similar in pricing. Now for 23, Honda completely redesigned the Accord with this whole new look, longer hood, wider windshield, just a more, I'll say, a more subtle look versus the previous body style, which was very aggressive. In my opinion, the EXL is the sweet spot. So it's not too loaded, but not too basic, and it gives you the best gas mileage out of all the hybrids because the EXL give you 17s, while the Sport L, and the Touring give you 19s. So because you have the smaller rims on the EXL with a more taller tire wall, you get better gas mileage. So if you want to get into the 50, I think it's like 51 city actually, that's the first thing we're going to take a look at before we start the walk around, because this is probably a reason why you even want the EXL. So the EXL is 51 city and 44 highway, 48 combined. If you go to, like I said, any other model below, it'll be a little, you get a few MPGs off. You'll be in the 40s pretty much. You won't be in the 50s. Now, since we're here on the window sticker, this is a 24 Accord Hybrid EXL Canyon River Blue with black interior, and my model does have a protection package on it. So the base price is pretty much $33,840 with your destination and handling. You're looking at $34,900. Today's November 17th, so if you're watching this months later, the price might be different. Now, my protection package is $470, and that's the splash guards, trunk tray, and wheel locks. That'll put it at the $35,405. A lot of people do complain that I don't show the window sticker, so here you go. We're gonna start off with the front fascia here. I do have the Accord running, but it's pretty quiet because hybrid life. So all the Accords will have full LED headlamps. So that's high beam, low beam, turn signals, and daytime running lights. There's no fog lights available on any Accord at all. The EXL will give you parking sensors up front versus the EX. And you do get this, I guess it's like a piano black or gloss black lip down below. Now this portion right here will change colors based on what trim level you go with. If you get an EXL, this little cutout here is body colored. So you got flat black on the lower portion of the grille, gloss black on your main grille. Oh, there go the engine is kicked on. And you do have your Honda emblem, which also houses a radar, and it's actually a huge H versus the previous Accord. Now, taking a look at the whole design, like I said, it's a little bit more chill than before. And look at the shark gray finish on the rims. So if you get an LX Accord, it's actually the same exact rim. I think it's just in silver. And the EX actually has, this might be the same rim as the EX. I think the EX is the same color and everything. EXL, like I said, same thing. So the tires are 225, 50 wall, 17-inch rims. And like I said, that's how you get the better gas mileage. Now, right behind it, I do have splash guards as part of the protection package that it has. And you do get a little, I guess, a mini side skirt. That's piano black or gloss black. Taking a look at the side profile here, you can see you still get that fastback shape you got from the previous Accord. But like I said, Honda's toned it down a little bit, and that gloss black that's down below kind of goes around the whole bottom of the EXL. You do get LED turn signals integrated on the side mirrors. Now, top of the mirror is body colored, and below it's just regular flat black. And I love how the Canyon River kind of pops in the sun. Let's take a look at that. Beautiful color. And above the window, you do have chrome. On the EXL, down below, it'll be just regular flat black. And the EXL will give you a moonroof. And what's different, for this generation of Accords is moonroof is standard on Sport and up. So even the lower end Sport hybrid gets moonroof standard, which is pretty cool. Now coming along to the rear, you see that body line kind of cut across the whole top portion up there. Not too much curves, but at least they give you little creases, give it some character. And coming along to the rear, you do have full LED rear tail lights, which is a surprise because Honda like to have a combination with their tail lights. So their brake lights, your turn signals, and your reverse lights are all LED. And I have the lights on so you can see how it looks. And take a look at the license plate light. I can't really see in the daytime, but it is LED as well. You can see it right there. And it's just a beautiful look. I like the little baby H. You have a built-in spoiler in the trunk as well. Give it some character. If you do get a Sport or Sport L, they give you a spoiler right above that as well. And you can see the rear gloss black, a little rear lip. You do get a diffuser on the Sport L, or as an optional, you can get it on the trim level. And you can see more of the parking sensors in the rear, but the blue just pops. Just hit different. Blue definitely hits different. So you do have an antenna style antenna, shark fin. I said antenna style, shark fin antenna style. You have a shark fin style antenna. It is body colored. And you do have the capless fuel filler as well. So if you open this guy, it'll open up. No gas cap. Technically, the cap is right here. You lock the Accord, it'll lock that door. So since I have it running already, I can't show you the smart entry, but this is the new keys for Honda's been using this on everything now. So you do have a 2 on the back because you have memory seats, but you have lock, you have unlock, you have remote start built into the fob, and you have your trunk button, which also will pop it and open. Well, I can't pop it while the car is running. All right, so I went ahead and turned off the car so I can show you guys this. So yeah, if you pop it, it'll open all the way because there is a strut now on the tailgate and on the trunk, and that's standard from 23 and 24. Also, the EXL will give you standard blind spot monitoring. I know for 23 there was an issue where they were making EXLs with and without it. And also on the key, you do have a panic button, and then you do have a built-in emergency key in the fob. So that's what this little button right here will do. Now that I have the car off, you do have smart entry. So if you tap the button right here, it'll lock it. And if you put your hand in the door handle, unlock it for you. And you can set it where when you put your hand in the door handle, it'll unlock all 4 doors. By default, it'll only unlock the driver door. If you walk to the passenger's door, put your hand in the door handle, it will unlock all 4 doors. Also, since you have smart key, you do have a walk-away auto lock feature too, where if you turn that on and you walk away from the Accord without locking it, it'll automatically lock. Now, this is the black interior in the EXL. You can also get a gray interior. And this is one of the fewer trims to get gray interior because you can't really get in much. And on the door here, you see everything is black. So slightly soft touch up top. This is soft touch as well. This is soft touch. The armrest is soft as well. So the whole door is actually really soft. And you do have auto up down for the front windows. You hold for the rear. You can lock, unlock it, power locks, power mirrors. And you do have some storage in here as well. Let me see if I can. It's a sunny day today, so yeah, you got some storage. You got a little bottle holder in there. You do have memory seats, 2-position memory seats, and it's only on the driver door. I love the material of the door handle. It looks premium. And on the driver's seat, it is power on the EXL. So you do have, I believe this is a 10-way, if I'm not mistaken. So you have front, back, up, down for this portion right here. And then, of course, your back, forward and back. And then you have lumbar in and out. On the passenger seat, it is also power. So you have front and back. And then you have your back, forward and back, and that's it. So it's a 4-way power adjustment, no up and down. So you do have a little bit lower step in. I mean, Accords, the sedans like these are usually low. Welcome to your Honda. I'm actually turning this on because today's actually pretty warm. It's supposed to be fall, but it's a warm day today. I'm in short sleeve right now. Because it's a hybrid, you don't hear it kick on every time. Depending on the battery level, sometimes it will kick on the engine, or sometimes it'll just whirl on because you don't need it to turn on. You do have the new vent design that started with the Civics. So this portion right here, it's like piano black, and it goes across the whole dash over here. Like I said, almost everything you have it now. There go the engine, you hear it kicked on. And on this left side here, you can close and open it. You don't have any other buttons over here because usually Honda have a sea of buttons over here, But as they've been updating their vehicles, they've been putting all those options actually in the screen. And every Accord will get a full digital cluster, which is a nice upgrade. The Civic still get a Touring. The Pilot, you have to get an Elite. The HRV doesn't even have it. So a lot of our models don't have the standard yet, but the Accord actually has a standard. So that's actually really nice. EXL is going to give you a leather wrap steering wheel. Feels really good to the hand, especially on these grips over here. A little bit more beefier there for your hand. On the left side of the steering wheel, you do have voice command, volume, next track, and previous. And you have the scroll wheel to control the left side of the screen. On the right side, you have some of your Honda sensing and cruise buttons. So you have cruise on and off, cancel, resume set, adaptive cruise control distance here, lane keep assist on and off switch here. This wheel will control the right pod. And behind the steering wheel, you do have off, auto, parking light, and on, and you do have auto high beams. And on the wipers, you have off, intermediate, low, and high. If you want automatic rain sensing windshield wipers, you have to go up to a Touring. Now, this left pod over here, all it's going to show is your sources. So let me zoom in there real fast for you guys. So what it will show is pretty much, I'm going to scroll and show you guys. You have phone, FM, AM, USB, Bluetooth, smartphone, so Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Alexa. You can customize it so you can remove or display content. Okay, that's cool. You could turn the audio and clock off if you wanted to. That's interesting. Never even looked in there. But yeah, customizable on the left side. And then on the right side, I guess what should I leave it on? We're gonna leave it on the menu. On the right side, you have all your other options. So if you scroll, you have your gauge display. So this is how you're able to pretty much change this gauge screen, where right now it's on, I believe it's on around, and you can change it to bar. There we go. So bar will put everything. Let me actually click it. There we go. So your speedometer and your tachometer is going up and down instead of being the traditional circle, and this actually looks cool. And you can go back to round, which we were on, which will put it as circles. And then round minimum and bar minimum will just have the same thing, just less features. And if you do minimal, you don't have anything. I actually like how that looks. That's cool. But I'm gonna put it back to round because that's what everybody used to. And you have these little green lights over here. So when you're driving, the darker the green, the more gas you're saving. It teaches you to be more eco-conscious. It's actually a cool feature. Honda had that for a long time. They just display it differently between the cars. And you have the power flow. So this is gonna show you what's going on with the hybrid system. So you have the two tires, you have the engine, you have the battery. So when you're driving, you will either see arrows coming from the engine to the wheels to let you know the engine's powering the vehicle, or you'll see arrows coming from the battery to the wheels to let you know you're driving on electric. And if you see engine straight to the battery, the engine help charging the battery. And if it's going from the wheels to the battery, then you're using your regenerative braking to help charge the battery. So really cool system, especially if you don't have to worry about plugging in your car. Range and fuel, so it's got a fuel tank, a full tank, fuel tank. This can go up to 534 miles. So that's why you buy hybrid. You can go really far distances. Speed and time is going to show you your average speed and time for the engine. You have navigation. So right now, if you don't have a destination, it will just be a compass. If you put a destination in your GPS, then it will give you turn-by-turn directions there. You have driver attention. So if you're fully awake to drive. You have seatbelts. We got seatbelts on. Oil life. Safety support. So here you can show if you have road departure on, blind spot monitoring on, your parking sensor. So front and back, it'll beep if you get close to anything. You can turn that feature on and off. You have collision mitigation braking system on and off too, so your automatic braking. So I'll go back there. And then you can have no content, so it shows nothing as well. Brightness settings, but it should be adjusted automatically. You can turn off your vehicle stability assist mode, so pretty much your traction control off in the menu, and then back to gauge display. So I'm gonna leave it in power flow meter, and a lot of information you can view on here, very customizable. I know a lot of cars actually have like a bigger full digital display and it's a little bit more customizable, but coming from the previous Accord to this Accord, there's a nice upgrade. And down below here, let me see if you get down there, you do have a latch to pop the trunk, well, a button to pop the trunk and a latch to pop the hood. And those are your only options you have down there. You can adjust the steering wheel right here. So if you pull it out, you can go, up, down, and in and out. So it's up to you, however you want to. Come along to your infotainment system here. So this is a huge upgrade for Honda because this is the widest and biggest screen you can get in a Honda currently. So I believe this is a 12.3 touchscreen display. I always get it confused between the sizes, but when we do the brochure, I can tell you exactly what it is. Now, this is still a Honda Link system, and if you get a Touring, you get the built-in Google system, which looks similar, but it's a Google operating system. This is going to be Honda, but I like the wide screen, very customizable. Now, there's no physical buttons on the screen itself, so these side buttons over here are actual on the screen. You do get a physical volume knob, which is cool, but you don't get a tuning knob, just the volume. And you can swipe and go to a different screen. So, for example, you have phone on here, you have FM, you have Bluetooth. Smartphone projection is your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it is wireless on the Accord. So if you want the wireless Apple CarPlay, you have to get an Accord with a wide screen. If you get an LX or an EX, you have to plug your phone in to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You do have the Power Flow, and the Power Flow is just like what we're viewing right over here, where it'll show you what's going on. So right now, the engine just turned on to charge the battery. You can see the battery's pretty low, and you can see what's powering what, how many range you have in your miles, and look like on a full tank, you could go a little bit more than 534 miles, because you can see that bar is a little bit low. So that's, yeah, you can go pretty far, almost 600 miles on a full tank on the Accord. But we can get out of here. And then you do have your trip computer. You do have Alexa built in, USB, and that's cool because you can have like Alexa open my garage opener or play this or play that if you have your account hooked up. And then you have vehicle settings. So one thing I love about vehicle settings is they changed up the menu now to change some of your settings. So for example, if you do door setup, and you can just go down the screen and just toggle things on and off, which is pretty cool. But I got my finger over here taking the camera out of focus. But yeah, you get the idea. So you have things like that, and oh, look at that! You even have this. You want to. So not only that you can just hit this little toggle, you can actually hit it itself, and it will still go into a menu. So two different ways. That's interesting. I like this menu. It's like completely different from the previous Accord menu, but it's actually really nice. And you hit a little clicks as well to confirm you clicked on what you clicked on. So it's pretty cool. You do have profile settings. So right now I'm under owner, but you can make your own account, and you can have multiple accounts on the Accord. So everyone can adjust their driving settings. Even look at that, driving seat position settings, manage profile, change profile. That's actually pretty cool, very customizable. You have AM tucked away back here, system updates, built-in Wi-Fi on the EXL. I believe if you sign up with AT&T, they give you a free trial, and then after that, you can pay for a subscription. Clock, Honda Link. Honda Link has been drastically updated on the Accord. Every single Honda Accord, even the LX, will get the newer Honda Link where you can have remote, you can have security, you can have concierge. It won't be just be your basic Honda Link, and then you have to get a higher trim to get the updated Honda Link. Every Accord get the full suite. So I'm still working on a video to make for that guy. Then you have compass back here, and then you have display modes and all apps. You do have a helper screen on this right side, so you can swipe, and it'll either be a clock, you can have a compass, you can have audio, or the power flow, which is the last one. So if you don't want to have the power flow up here, you don't want to have it on this screen right there, you can have it right there too if you wanted to. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it in reverse so you can see the backup camera. There's no 360 camera on the Accords right now. Right now, only the Pilot has that, but you do have Honda Link multi-angle backup camera where you have a wide angle, you have normal, and you have top down, and then you have cross traffic on and off. So cross traffic will alert you if a car is coming from the left or a car coming from the right while you're backing up, and the screen is going to have a little radar showing are you close to anything as well. And you can probably hear this little whirling sound because it'll warn people that you're coming. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That'll warn people that you're actually driving because these hybrids are so quiet. So I'm gonna put it back into park, and you do have power and volume as well, like I stated earlier. Now coming down below, you have your hazard here, you have your vents, and these feel very premium, very nice. I like the clicks, feels good. And right below that, you do have your climate control. They're still physical buttons, which is nice because everyone is going to these big screens and everything's on the screen. You can easily change your climate control with a knob. So you do have heated seats, high, medium, and low for the driver. Same thing for the passenger. And the EXL will give you dual zone climate control. So driver and passenger can have two different temperatures. You have auto, air circulation button, your different modes. So feet only, face only, however you want it. front defrost. You can turn the whole system on and off, and this is your fan speed. And you do have a heated back glass and heated side mirrors, AC on and off, sync on and off as well. If you want the ventilated front seats, you have to go up to a touring, and if you want the heated back seats, you have to go up to a touring. Right below that, you have two USB-Cs. One is for charging and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The other one is just for charging. USB-A is gone. Right down below, you do have a storage pad down here. The previous EXL used to come with a wireless phone charger. Now, only touring come with a wireless phone charger. So I believe you can add it as an accessory. I'll double check. But if you want a standard, get a touring. Your shift knob here is leather wrapped just like the steering wheel. And your transmission have different modes, so park, reverse, neutral, drive. If you want to change into sport mode or econ, you do have a driver mode here. And what's cool with this little toggle here is you have multiple different modes. So you have sport, you have individual, you have normal, and you have econ. And it'll also show you on the screen here so you can see all the different drive modes as well. So if you go up to individual, it's customizable. So let's say we go to individual, you go to customize, and you can change the powertrain to econ, normal, sport. You can the steering wheel feel, normal, sport, the adaptive cruise control, normal and econ. Even the gauges, you can make them red, like to put them into a sport mode, which is cool. And you choose however you want the car to operate in individual. So that's a nice touch that Honda adds, because usually you have sport, drive, normal. That's pretty much it. It's not customizable. And right below that, you do have your EV button. So this will allow you to run on electric only for a few miles. And you have to go at a certain speed, certain throttle response. But if you ever need to just run electric only, then you could turn that guy on. When it's not on, it's on auto, and it'll automatically go on electric for you. You have your electronic parking brake, you have a brake hold, and while you're in drive, you can turn this feature on and take your foot off the brake, and it will hold your brake. It's a nice feature. You have your cup holders here, unique design. And then you have your armrest here, very soft. This is, look at my finger. Look at my fingers. This is so soft. I love how this feels. Open it up. You do have a power outlet in there and some storage. Really nice. You do have a glove box over here, and it is lockable. And it is damped. It's not lined though, but it is damped. Here you switch right there to turn off the trunk release, which is nice. And you can close that guy up, and the passenger just mimics the driver door pretty much. And coming along to your rear view mirror, it is auto dimming rear view mirror. HomeLink is not standard. You have to add it as an accessory. Right above that, you do have some map lights, and they are LED, so really bright at night. And the EXO, like I said, you have a moonroof. It'll open all the way, or it'll vent for you. And you do have your 911 SOS. So you flip it up, push it, call emergency. You do have a sunglass holder here as well. The headliner is beige, even though this is a black interior. You have a beige headliner with this EXL, and your visor. You have a light, and the light is LED. It looks yellow on video, but it's LED in person. So we're gonna jump out of here and go into the rear seating. See what your rear passengers feel like back here. So on the passenger's door, it does mimic the driver door, but I believe, let's see, yeah, up here it's hard touch, and this is not soft either. This is not, so nothing is soft, but this is a little soft. So it looks like the front driver door, but it's more hard back here, which makes sense. And you do have a little bottle holder down here. That's pretty much it. Now, sitting behind the driver's seat, no mat pocket, but you do have one behind the passenger seat. And the EXL will give you air vents back here with two USB-Cs charging back here. If you get anything below this, you don't get air vents and you don't get USB-Cs. Even the Sport L is above this, and the Sport L don't give you the air vents, and it doesn't give you the USB-Cs. This is important for you. You're gonna have to get an EXL or Touring for the rear air vents, because Sport, the LX, the EX, Sport L doesn't give you and this combination back here. But the leather seats do feel good. They are perforated. I forgot to mention that in the front seats. They are perforated. And you do get an armrest / cup holder back here. That's a nice touch. You do have your car seat symbols here, and they're right behind this little pad. And the headrests are fixed in there. Get a little light in here. And like I said, the headliner is beige. So let's jump out of here. I'm gonna show you guys the trunk. because that's another important thing. That's probably why you're buying a Accord and not a Civic, because you want more space. And like I said before, it opens all the way. Now, part of the protection package that this one does have, you do have this rubber cargo tray. You can add this to your Accord if you wanted to, but it will come with the carpet floor mats. And taking a look at the seats, they do split. So you do have a handle to drop down that side, or you have that handle to drop down that side, or you could drop down both of them if you wanted to. Now the hybrids doesn't come with a spare tire, so look under the floor. You get a fix and go kit, and you have your funnel, and that's pretty much it. So if you get an LX or an EX, which are non-hybrids, it'll come with a donut. Any hybrid though does not come with a spare tire at all. We made it to the trim walk. We're on the 24 Accords. Time is just flying by. I remember I was just doing 23s. I'm already doing 24s. Anyway, so this is the EXL. And like I was telling you guys in the video, the EXL is an upgrade from the EX. The Sport L is an upgrade from the Sport. And the reason why I'm comparing the EXL and the Sport L is because price range, they are very similar. I've seen a lot of people confused of which trim level to go with. But in my opinion, if you just want the blacked out everything and you want the sportier rims and just the sportier look, you go with the Sport L. But if gas mileage is what you really care about, you go with the EXL. If you, and I know this is a deal breaker, having the vents in the back seat, I've had a lot of customers telling me that that's a deal breaker. So if you need that, EXL. If you need the USBs in the back, EXL. And I don't think Sport L have parking sensors front and back. I think that's specifically on the EXL. So let's jump right into it. So upgrading from the EX, of course, the hybrid powertrain. But besides the hybrid powertrain, you do have the eCVT, you do have the different drive modes, you have memory seats, which I think you get that on the Sport L. Yeah, you get that on the Sport L. So, but like I said, I'm trying to show you what's the difference from EX to EXL. The front passenger seat is power. The seats are leather, which the EX don't give you. You have the leather wrap steering wheel. You do have the widescreen touchscreen display, which you don't get in the EX. The wireless Apple CarPlay, which you don't get in the EX. The wireless Android Auto, which you don't get in the EX. Now the second row USB-Cs, you don't get that in EX or the Sport L. You do get the HD radio, the auto dimming rearview mirror. I know EX doesn't have that, and I don't even think Sport L has that either. Gotta double check that. You have the heated side, body colored power mirrors, and then the parking sensors. I don't think the Sport L has that either. So if that's something that's important for you, then you probably would want to go with the EXL. If you're about looks, Sport L is probably the way to go. If you're about a little bit more features and gas mileage, EXL is the way to go. So let's build one up. So I'll show it to you here. So you see how EXL 34,190 starting MSRP, and then the Sport L is 34,500. So, and the price difference is not that you can see it's very close, very similar. So we're gonna jump into the EXL, and 204 horsepower, 2-liter hybrid system. And like I showed you, 51 city, 44 highway, 48 combined. And they even showed you on the Sport L, and Touring. Gas mileage is 46 city, 41 highway, 44 combined because of the 19-inch wheels. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the colors. So you do have Canyon River Blue Metallic, which the one we just looked at. And I believe Canyon River is black only. That's correct. If I say Canyon, Crystal Black Pearl, black only. That is correct. And Meteorite Gray, you do get two options with Meteorite Gray. So you can get the gray interior. Sport L, you can't get gray interior, but EX, you can get a gray interior. So if you out there like light interior, Meteorite Gray is the way to go. And white. So white is $455 more, the Platinum White Pearl. And you can get black or gray. And you got Radiant Red, which is one of my favorite colors in the lineup. And it's a gray only, so there's no black with Radiant Red. And then you have the Urban Gray Pearl, which is black only. So I'm going to jump back into the Canyon River. And let's just take a look at the wheels. So you can go from the 17s to the 19s, which don't make sense to me. I'll keep the 17s on the EXL. And let's look at some of the packages. So just kind of standard. I kind of went over all of these before. You have the HP styling package. Let's see if it'll. I don't think it's gonna give me the preview or not. Probably not. But the HBD package give you the front spoiler, the rear spoiler, the side spoiler, the deckless spoiler, door mirror cap cover. Oh, and HBD. So if you want a similar style like the Sport L, you can get close with the HBD package and then add the black wheels if you wanted to. But you might as well get Sport L if you're gonna do all of that. But okay, that was not even gonna load. And accessories, so you can add the bi-side molding, deckless spoiler. These are a lot of the like protection stuff. You can add the black H, which is cool. So yeah, you can dress this thing up, kind of put it how you want it. You can add a wireless phone charger as an accessory, so that's good to know. And you can add the it already comes with the auto dimming, but if you want home link, you have to pay for a whole new mirror. And it's a little bit more frameless design than this guy as well. And let's jump back because the Sport L, I'm trying to remember. Speaking of the Sport L, my next video is actually a Sport. I just did a Sport L. I don't know why I can't remember. Oh yeah, so that I think that's a normal. Yeah, it's not an auto dim. I think that's a normal rear view camera. But yeah, my next video is gonna be on the Sport L, so make sure you guys check that out. So I will end everything here. I will bring up, even though I showed you guys the price in the video, I will still bring this up. So 34,190. You don't pay for. I'm on the wrong color. I'm moving on meteorite. You don't pay for Canyon River and destination handling, 35,285. You do get the Honda Service Pass too, so free oil changes, tire rotation, multi-point inspection, for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the walk around, make sure you like the video, drop a comment. Let me know if you're interested in EXL, or would you get this over all the other trim levels in the Accords, or would you not? Do you even like the Accords? Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to catch you on the next walk around.